You know what? I just got off work. I've been teaching for 10 years. I feel like it's such a wonderful, it's a wonderful profession. But, at some point you feel like, you know what? It's time for me to grow. And I feel like it's that time for me to grow. And, I've been saying that for a while now. But I've done everything that I wanted to do in teaching now. I taught in the U.S., taught the grade level that I absolutely love. I moved abroad. I taught as an international teacher. I did a grade that I never thought I would do. Love the kids. I've done things that I never imagined doing in education, and I just feel like, okay, what else? I don't have anything else to accomplish in education because I don't want to be a principal. I don't want to be an intervention specialist. I don't want to do anything further in education as it relates to being inside of a school. So I don't know, like as a teacher, you're gonna hit a ceiling if you don't plan to do anything. So here I am, I'm at that ceiling, and sometimes when I'm thinking about it, it's so scary to think about because it's like, okay, like I have to do something, but I also want to do something that makes me happy, that brings me joy, that brings people joy, where I'm helping people out. I really enjoy talking to people and giving them hope in things that they would never have hope in, and I'm just trying to figure out what that looks like for me. I do content on TikTok. I just started stepping into YouTube, but I'm like, what is the next step for me? And a lot of times people think that when you're in your 30s, you have it all together, you have it all figured out. And here's the thing, you can have a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, and things can change. You will change. And so that doesn't always align with who you are today. And who I am today, I'm just really, I want more flexibility in my life. I want stuff that really pulls me, and just challenges me in ways that teaching just can't, And I want to do something for people. I want to be able to wake up and have a slow morning. I don't want to worry about grading papers. I want something where I can wake up, have this slow morning, go into a coffee shop, do whatever I need to do for a couple of hours, go back home, do something else productive, or maybe go see my family members or something like that, or go explore. Like, I just want a life of freedom. And I just feel like a lot of times when I wake up, I'm like, this can't be what life is, like, to where somebody is telling you what time to come to work, what time to go on break, denying your hours to take off. Like, this can't be the life that is set up for us. I think it's just a life that we accept. And that's what I'm starting to realize. Am I just accepting it because it's comfortable for me? Am I accepting it because that's all I can do? And we know that's not true. Or just am I accepting it because I'm being lazy? And let me be honest, I feel like I'm accepting it because with me, I was the first one to start a career. I was the first one to go to college. So a lot of these things is new to me, and I don't really have anybody that I can speak to about where I am right now in my life, So, well, as far as family is concerned, I do have friends, and I have older people in my life that I can contact. I have all types of people, but I guess I should utilize them. I didn't even think about it until I was just talking right now. I'm trying to see where to go from here. And it's like, on one hand, I really appreciate the life I have. I do, but I also know that I can't get comfortable here because this is not it was a destination for a time period. But sometimes you leave that destination again, right? And you go on to the next thing, and you see how good you are there and what type of person you are there in that role. So whatever that may be, I'm definitely ready to step into something new that really just uplifts people, that brings them joy. I would love to do some volunteer work. I just need more time for myself to be able to think and not be so exhausted. Every time I get off work, I'm super exhausted. I come home, I go to the gym, okay, I eat. Then by that time, I'm exhausted. I'm laying down. I don't even have the mental capacity to do anything else. And it's just like, I don't think this is the life for me. Maybe it is the life for other people, but I don't think it's the life for me. And I'm not saying that like I'm better than anybody else. I don't think that I'm better than anybody else. But it's just like, for my life, this is not actually what I want. I don't want the structure of somebody telling me what to do all the time. I don't want that. I want freedom. I want to be able to say, all right, next week I want to go to South Korea, so I'm going to South Korea. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Nobody can tell me if I can or not. So I guess I'm at this really weird time in my life to where I feel like I'm ready to pivot, but at the same time I'm scared to pivot. At the same time, I'm thinking like, dang, what do I have to lose? And I don't have anything to lose, because if anybody should try something new, it should be teachers. Because one thing is, our jobs, we really have job security. If you really think about it, you can go anywhere in the world and somebody's going to need a teacher. And I think it's very important to keep our teacher license up to date. But I don't think that we should stay in these spots and spaces and things just because we are comfortable. I think it's very important to step out of your comfort zone. And I know how that goes. Like, you get out of your comfort zone, just like I moved abroad. I moved abroad, got out of my comfort zone. I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't have a lot of expectations. My only thought was, if I move and I don't like it, I can move back home. And now I'm having that same thought. If I pivot and try a different career and I don't like it, I can always go back to teaching. And so that's what I'm thinking. And I'm like, but how do I do that? You know, how do I try something new? Like, because a lot of times people don't allow, or people, they just seem a little bit, I don't know, they don't be seeming interested when people have different careers. It's hard to start a new one. But that's just me giving excuses, because I be hating when I get that little email that's saying like, oh, you've been denied. Oh, this is this. So I guess at some point I'll try. I don't really know. So we're going to see, and we're going to try. And if you have ever in your life pivoted from one career to the next, let me know. Or if you thought about it, let me know. Now, I don't have a timeline. I'm definitely still in my contract for teaching. So I'm not saying I'm going to do this tomorrow. But I do know it is on my mind and it's on my heart. And it's something I have to do at some point. Like I said, I absolutely love teaching. I love that I'm doing it abroad. I love that God trusted me with this opportunity. And for me to start college and not know what direction I wanted to go, I'm happy that I did this one. And I couldn't have asked for a better life. So I don't regret anything. But I do know it's time for something else. I'm telling you, I feel it. And the only thing that can stop me is me. It's nobody that can stop me. The only thing that can stop me is my mindset. Like, oh, I'm not going to get anything. So I am shifting that. But yeah. It's about that time.